Oh, they don't have it anymore. Never mind. She'll play out.
It's the 2K Sports
You guys
pregame
some
show.
skills on 2K. I did not realize.
Hello, on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, players going up against the Warriors in
Hopefully they
Oakland.
bring multiplayer back.
And for Golden State,
but
they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And tonight we'll be watching Steph Curry. Known for his offensive firepower, but he's made major strides in all areas since coming into this league.
He didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the funny thing is?
What?
He used to be the guy they sat on the bench.
We might play some career mode.
A lovely night here in San Francisco. The San Francisco Bay Area, our venue, the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, our scene. We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Green kicks to Bogut. Golden State moving it around. Curry gets the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they
led another three.
Its field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And a wide-open look for Irving. And he nails the jumper.
Good thing you got a 2, not a 3.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Barnes dishes to Thompson. Curry passes to Bogut. Back to Curry with the shot. Rebound by Smith.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
James wide open. Will not go. This is
dude,
off the front eye. Outside Curry. Again, Curry missing.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
That's his first personal foul.
Smith kicks to Thompson. Smith dishes to Love. Lots of room. And he gets the bucket.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Curry. Rebound Love.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And on the way from Irving for 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Barnes passes to Curry. From deep three-point range, Thompson with the rebound. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. I mean, you could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. He was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. LeBron dishes to Smith. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Spates, and then for Cleveland, Fry comes in for Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Curry gets the bucket.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
LeBron against Thompson. LeBron passes to Love. Inside, deflects the pass. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Thompson inside the line, and there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Bazili's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes, and it's Livingston in for Thompson. Then for the Cavaliers,
yes.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. And Shumpert in there for Irving.
Always a threat, guys. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded in the gym range.
Way beyond the line there. That's just a sweet stroke. Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long.
Oh, my. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Cam.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Curry. And another three for Golden State.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
So, timeout call here, the first for Cleveland.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. LeBron against Iguodala. There's the pick. James kicks to Fry. Iguodala outside. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Barbosa for three.
I'm gonna miss that.
They get a hand on it. Spates kicks to Livingston. Here's Azili. And a miss there on the triple.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass part, we see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding two guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end, but recently Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
Warriors leading by 7.
Come on.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's
such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control, even though he's going at breakneck speed. He still maintains his body control.
And that was
and they
key.
foul on him
Bringing
again.
in a close up on the big time play.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but
and
that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And then they can't even hold the ball.
Shumpert gets a wide open look, and it is
and then they come up and tie with us. Damn it.
Wow.
I'll take it back, but...
And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm.
For me, at a younger age.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
And passing it to the wrong
Another factor in their
person.
offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
For Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Amon Shepard is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Oh my God, come on. I don't know why they keep losing the ball.
Shumpert running it up the court. That is good. And now a
Come on,
6-point
we're down by
Cavalier lead.
6.
How about the passing?
Alrighty, Curry better be coming in. I'm subbing him in if I have to.
Without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really
Alrighty,
hard
Curry's
not to
coming back,
appreciate
I'm good.
all the assists they've racked up.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Landon Rush, he's checked in for Barnes.
What
Klay Thompson
the hell?
comes in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for
Give
Sean
me that
Livingston.
damn ball back.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot
Yeah, I ain't
of
gonna
young
roll
players
with him.
coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
You talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the
never had
Cavs
that
were.
happen.
I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Outside Curry. From deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Warriors trail by 8. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Nice shot by Smith.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
From deep three-point range. And
Oh my
pulls it
God,
down.
come
After
on.
that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
And J.R. Smith with the slam.
I ain't gonna get anywhere if that crap keeps
That's
happening.
as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he gets it to go.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary.
Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Irving with the ball. J.R. Smith on the wing. And it's Smith again missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Irving attacking. And he gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range.
Come on. And then you throw him stuff like that. Oh, my. How does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, goodness.
Thompson, a screen on Thompson. Here's Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Here's Thompson. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Fries.
Yeah, their ball. Oh,
In for Love. James comes in for Shumpert, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Irving, and foul called as he misses.
And he's going to foul automatically.
For Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. He even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Livingston.
And
no good on the triple.
I don't know why he has
Cleveland
his shot
leading by
clock
8.
is so slow.
Irving, a good look. And another miss by Cleveland.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Iguodala kicks to his
Whoa, what the hell?
Last touch by Mozgov.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
52 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Yeah,
Cleveland's
it's not
got
going to
0-2
happen. I don't
from
think
deep
I'm
during
going
the
to get the win on this one.
From 10 feet out. Another shot. No good from LeBron.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Azili can't get it to go.
Nope.
They
I can't make anything.
Situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good
Come
shot
on,
this time.
guys.
That time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was
I'm
sweet.
getting Curry back out of here.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 33.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
LeBron against Barnes. Picked by Mozgov. LeBron kicks to Irving. Here's the 3. The shot misses. And the first half is now in the book.
Well, I've got Kevin.
The 2K Sports Halftime
I'm
Show.
try to bring it back.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. In the second quarter, and that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is up.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
It's been a solid outing for Curry. He's got 33 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right.
Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh!
You know, the
Don't leave him
last season won
open.
a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Curry shot is
I was trying to get a
Cleveland
shot,
leading by 6.
but
James kicks to Irving. He's looking for James and finds him. Green with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Curry can't get it to go.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Gary. I mean, you just will
Look out, and then you throw him stuff like that. You go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Goodness.
Irving kicks to Smith. It's stolen by Bogut. And it's Curry at the elbow. From deep. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
oh,
It'll
thank
be his
you.
second foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in.
Yeah, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Oh shit, my teammate fouled.
90 seconds now into the second half. And Love has it in the corner. Irving for 3.
What?
It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't
Go
seemed to
in.
hurt him. You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career, and would end up being the most
why none of
winning
my
team
shots are
he's
going
played
in
on.
anymore.
Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry.
No. Did I tell you to get rid of my Curry?
2 minutes gone in this third
We're
quarter
losing
now.
right now.
Iguodala with the steal. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Bogut kicks to Iguodala. Golden State moving the ball
Thank
around.
you.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making
Shoot
the
it.
playoffs.
Shoot it.
he got
Why
a
weren't
chance
you
to
shooting
play
it?
in the postseason.
Ian Clark's checked
That
in
was
for
probably
Golden
the
State.
stupidest thing I've ever seen on this game. He wasn't shooting it.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Irving dishes to Love. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment.
Yo, if you guys just want to make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you never miss a live stream again.
Last season, we knew
or
he'd be in
whenever
a
I
supporting
post.
role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through
I'm done.
Thompson.
That should have went in.
Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris.
Every time we get close back up again, they get rid of Steph.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
I'm still going to draft.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Smith, the pass to Irving. And the whistle blows. It's going to be Andre Iguodala.
Oh my God, they like to reach.
And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Curry. Kept alive. Here's Rush. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Bangs home the trifecta.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Smith kicks to James. From 12 feet out. Shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. Curry with it. Now Smith defending. From deep three-point range. Green kicks to Curry. And the Warriors get it back. For the tie. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
I'm getting that tie.
Curry's got 45 points.
Wow. What can you say?
Smith outside. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
During season, Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Oh my God, come on.
Spates checked in for Iguodala. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Barbosa in for Ian Clark.
Why did they do that? I went to go back up and go back onto the court. He backed out off
the lead is 2.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Mozgov dishes to Shumpert, and that one's good. Shumpert's got 7.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
I can't make any shots with Steph Curry anymore.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor.
See, once we get back up, we lose it.
And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
And it's Shumpert penetrating. Dellavedova, that's good. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
LeBron James on the wing, covered by Barnes. Can't connect from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
It's Curry outside. No good on that last second attempt there. The points coming in bunches. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily.
The
Cavaliers leading by 8. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair.
Every time I try to freaking steal the ball,
and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Foul.
Smith with a wide open look. No luck. The Warriors go the other way. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Began to post some of the better
just
of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment
trying to get
is key.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them 3 points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance.
Somebody watch my dude because apparently it won't let me
like
get
it
to
most of the
him.
time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
From deep.
Miss.
Cleveland will take possession.
Because it goes behind.
Cleveland leading
stop
by
them
7.
from getting points.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there.
Thompson off.
Never really had good
him.
legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
Can I not?
Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
To get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
He's fouling too much.
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
Every time
How about that
I go up and try to steal the ball.
One off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
No way that went in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the
Get up there and get the ball next time. Freaking idiot.
Smith the pass to Love. And Thompson kicks to Irving. He feeds it to James.
I don't think I'm going to come back
6
and
to
win
shoot.
this.
They double team Love. Here's Irving. That falls.
Don't leave your man open.
Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
Fuck.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Now let's take a moment to
I don't
get your
want
guys'
them
take on the
sitting
scoring
here
so
at the end
far
freaking
for the
trying to
Cavaliers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game. And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot
so
over
lucky.
41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Come on. Got 4 minutes to come back by almost 10 points.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. They get it back. Back to LeBron. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Offensive rebound. Warriors trail by 8. And even 3-on-3 break. It's Curry outside. The shot will not go. Good D by Irving.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Love wide open. He fires. He trains the quick shot.
10 points
guys,
behind.
they've shown
Come on,
great
guys.
passing on their
I've
last
never
few trips
lost
down
to
the floor.
Cleveland before.
4 straight passes leading to scores.
Never have I lost to Cleveland.
LeBron outside. Down low, Thompson, and down it goes. Dunk through off a
Which
wonderful
seems like
assist.
every time I play 2K18, never have this problem with the AI.
It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
He rifled that one in from distance. 54 points.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will
damn
his
it,
team
get the ball
to
next time.
The drive by James. There's the bucket. Good.
Fantastic
Back by
movement.
10.
They're
I've got
picking
2
them
minutes to
apart
bring
with
10
their
points
passing.
back.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And it's not going...
a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston.
Ian Clark.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside Irving, down low, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Irving. Thompson's got 10 points here in the second half. Warriors trail by 13. Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now Bogut, and stolen by James. To the inside, and oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Outside Irving. The drive by James sinks that one from the post. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Barnes.
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. LeBron is doubled. Here's Love. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively.
This is
Tighten it up,
probably the
fellas.
worst game I've ever had.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great
When
game.
he does that, freaking
Strong
2K does that when you go
performances
to
throughout,
shoot.
and
It
they've really
pushes
been
you
strong
back
on the
and
glass.
forth,
LeBron
which
dishes to
actually
Smith.
messes up the shot.
Smith drawn the double team. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bogut. Pushing it up. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, we lost.
Cavaliers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Cavaliers.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Thompson. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Curry
Damn
can't get
it!
to go. And
Come
it's the
on.
Cavaliers with the ball. Here's Smith. Great pass to set
Yeah,
up the way in.
And
this
they
was
just
not
done
a
great
good
job
game
of
at
keeping
all.
this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Curry against Irving. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, it's a loss on us because
5 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
and a reach in. Way to go. That's not how you're going to win the game.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
They just gave him a bigger lead.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And so
yeah, well guys, I'm going to end that right here. I'm going to end this for today. That game sucks. But, you know, I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. Or dislike because I lost. No, I'm just kidding. Make sure to give a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next one. And peace.
And a chance now.